Let's talk a little more about the beings of love and light that people encounter when they have a near-death experience and they go temporarily to the other side and they encounter this light. Sometimes it looks like a tunnel, sometimes it looks like a dot of light in the distance, and then they just are brought into it and inevitably they enter into it and they are met with light beings, loved ones, angels. They may even meet a being claiming to be the Buddha or Jesus Christ himself. Majority of the time, even though that these people don't know what's really going on and what's really happening, when they encounter Jesus or whatever angel or light being, they have a conversation which usually ends up with that being, light being, whatever, telling them that they have to go back to the earth. Usually they don't want to go back to the earth. Convince them and they end up going back to the earth, even though they really didn't want to. I have also listened to several stories of atheists who have had a near-death experience. Now, I find it kind of weird that in all of these stories, they encountered Jesus, at least the ones that, I listened to. And it was just strange that they encountered Jesus, someone who doesn't believe in that. And here they are in the light after death. It's almost as if it's like being forced on them to look and see Jesus is really real. Now you must believe. Now you must change your life and your ways and be brainwashed by this and live the rest of your life because you saw this in an NDE. It's just something not right about that, man. How do we know that's really Jesus? How do we know these beings are really angels, light beings, beings of love and light? You know, people feeling this overwhelming, unconditional feeling of love and light and this love and light energy in the light. How do we know that that's really not just a sinister scheme of some kind? And then you're sent back to Earth by Jesus or some other group of beings claiming to be divine, only for you to die and then go to the afterlife again, be born again, reincarnate, and completely forget your past life all over again. For what? Only to go on and die again in your current incarnation and return to the light to repeat the process all over again. What's the point? The point is there's a certain group of spiritual beings that are basically farming us. They're not parasites, but they definitely are farming us. Now, you could say that they are parasites or they're parasitical archons. I believe the term archon is just another term to try to describe what's going on here. But, we could say that how this operation is run by these beings and how they do this in consciousness is kind of parasitical, but I don't believe these beings are parasites in the actual way of looking at a parasite. So the light after death is basically an AI technology that is run and controlled and programmed by these spiritual beings, these light beings with this nefarious agenda of reincarnating other light beings. It's kind of like how humans have imprisoned and enslaved other humans, where you got spiritual beings who are enslaving and capturing other spiritual beings throughout the cosmos in different dimensions. From what I've learned through my own spiritual practices and meditating a lot and contemplating and just going within myself, so to speak, I understand that the universe is infinite, but not everything within the universe is on the same page. And that's pretty much what's going on here. We got a rogue group of spiritual beings that have a militant like operation going on. And they've been going throughout the cosmos, capturing other spiritual beings for slavery on Earth and other planets that they have designated for that within the cosmos. Now, these beings have many disguises. Sometimes they come in the form of gray aliens, reptilians, Pleiadians, insectoids, whatever they can use to fool you, trick you, or whatever. They'll come as a being of light, whatever works. But ultimately, everything goes back to the formless. In their undisguised state, ultimately, they are formless. All spiritual beings are formless. Okay? Every human, every animal, every insect, everything that lives and moves has a spirit, and ultimately, the spirit's true form is formlessness. But no two spiritual beings are the same, or formless awareness. Each formless awareness has its own unique attributes about it and qualities and so forth. Once you realize this, what you also need to realize is that you are a powerful spiritual being as an individual formless awareness, and you can go anywhere and experience anything in the cosmos. So realize that. Start to go within yourself more and more. Go deeper within your eternal mind and create your own dimension to experience, or go to some other world that is 1,000 times better than this.